In this video we're going to be taking a look at these, the brand new Skechers Razor Excess 2. What is up everybody and welcome to Skechers HQ, no sorry, FORDY RUNS HQ. A little joke there for all our regular viewers. We are here in Hertfordshire. Now Hertfordshire, believe it or not, is the home of Skechers UK. Didn't know that? Interesting fact. Let me know in the comments any other interesting facts that you've got. Doesn't have to be running shoe related or running related at all. Right, okay, so this video is all about the new Skechers Razor Excess 2. I'm excited about this shoe mainly because the first version was such a hit, and a hit that we wasn't expecting. So with that all out of the way, let's get stuck in. Okay guys, so Razor Excess, Razor Excess 2. Now the Razor series from Skechers is the sort of lightweight, up-tempo daily trainer family. It started out with the Razor, and then we had like the Speed, which is the Elite, which has got like the carbon plate in it. We've got various different versions of it, some with like plates at the front. We've got the trail shoes. And yeah, and we've just got multiple different versions of that shoe. And then last year they came out with the Excess. Now the Excess is a higher stacked version of the familiar Razor shoe from Skechers. And what that meant is we got a bigger slab of Hyperburst, their supercritical nitro infused midsole, which is probably what they're famous for now, and we got that with a monomesh upper. We've got a wider toe box and more depth to the toe box versus the original Razor shoe. We get the usual Goodyear rubber, and we've got the Hyper Arc technology on the shoe, and all in all it just worked out to a very interesting and exciting daily trainer. It was lightweight and it had everything that you want from a daily trainer with no bells and whistles, but it just made you feel awesome, which was great news. And as I say, had a lot of fans last year. So and then this year we've got the Razor Excess 2, which is the sort of first shoe this year from Skechers in terms of their regeneration of their lineup. We've got the Razor Excess 2, we've got the Ride 10 as well, that'll be coming out on the channel soon. Then obviously the Max Road 6 is going to be coming out. So they're starting to refresh their shoes, and what's great news is we can get this now in the UK, which is always a bugbear. I know some of you guys, you say you struggle to get the Skechers, but this is readily available here in the UK. So what is new with the Excess 2? So there's a couple of bits. Firstly, I would say is the new mono poly upper. They've moved away from the mono mesh upper on this, and they've gone to what they call, I think it's, I wrote it down actually, hang on. It's probably better if I say what it actually, yeah, a mono poly blend upper, and it's just a little bit softer, a little bit nicer feeling versus the mono mesh. I'm never a big fan of mono mesh uppers, but this is just a sweeter place to be, and it provides a bit of a more gentle wrap over of your foot. We've got a little bit more foam added to the heel, which has added some comfort, which is great news. We've still got the Goodyear rubber. We've got in this shoe, now this is one of the major talking points, is the introduction of the H plate. Now that's a carbon infused plate that you found in the Max Road 5. The Max Road 5 is one of my favourite shoes, probably of all time actually. It's up there with the Glide Ride. But the H plate from that technology has been introduced to this shoe. Now what that allows is for the snap of the plate. Now it's not a regular full length plate or anything like that, it's the way the shape of the plate is, it's the H plate, so you've got like guardrails, so it also increases the stability, but at the same time you're getting that movement off the toe as you roll in from your heel, and that provides a sweeter ride. Now the other introduction they've made, I think it's going to come hopefully into all the Skechers shoes this year, is the Arch Fit. Now the Arch Fit is the technology that's been tested by these podiatrists, you know, the feet people, and they've introduced that technology into the shoe. So If you're in need of some arch support, I think that's another reason to look at the Skechers shoes. It's all certified off this arch technology by the Podiatrist Association or something like that. Have a look on the Skechers website, there'll be a link down in the description. But basically that technology, if you need some arch support, will help you. And again, it just improves comfort and improves ride, which is good news for all you people who need some arch support, which I think we all do, actually. The shoe still has a 4mm drop. It's 135 pounds. Weight wise, let's weigh it up. We've got 250 grams, UK 9.5, 8.8 ounces. And just to compare that against the old version, 8.05 ounces. So about the same, marginally more, marginally heavier. And I would say that's probably because of the introduction of the added foam around the heel collar and because of the new upper. It's slightly thicker. And more material than a monomesh, and that's probably where the weight's coming from, but it's still very light. Now this shoe's perfect for those sort of up-tempo daily work that you do. It's great for just general use as well. I know it's marketed as an up-tempo daily trainer, but it's just great to do it or to use it on all aspects of your running. I wouldn't say this is necessarily a long run shoe. Personally, I would opt for the Max Road shoe that comes out with it's the 6, or you can get the 5 still. Oh, by the way, I didn't tell you it's got a pull tab on the back, which I think is really essential. But yeah, so you can use it over a magnitude of different things. It responds well to speed because of the lightness, and with the carbon, the H plate, the carbon infused plate in the shoe, that obviously helps. You've got a nice stable ride, so on those recovery runs, you know, you're not twisting and turning around with the Hyperburst. And yeah, it's just set up for a great ride. You would think the Hyperburst is like a really soft material. It's not. It's a really nice balance between being that soft and hard. It's just a nice progressive midsole that comes with you as you run. I can't emphasize how good the Hyperburst is for me, and this is only my opinion, people, how I find it, especially say in the Max Row 5. It's just awesome, and I can't wait to get the Ride 10 review out as well, because that shoe is a great fitting shoe, and it depends, I say, on what you feel. Some people prefer a really soft ride, some people prefer a really firm ride, and I think the shoes that Skechers do, and that's one of the reasons why I'm big fans of them, is because it's just in that balance, just sitting in the middle, and for me it's just in a sweet spot. Now, it's not one big love story for Skechers, because there are one or two bits that you've got to bear in mind when you're buying this shoe, and that's firstly the fit. The Skechers shoes do cut in here. So if you've got a wide foot, you're going to struggle. If you've got a foot that, you know, your little pinky sticks out, you may struggle with this shoe. The Max Row 5, I never had a problem with it, but with the Razor shoes, you can come a cropper if you've got a slightly wider foot. I ran into trouble with the Razor, the normal series, the carbon plate, because I was wearing too thick a sock, and that little fraction started to give me some heat on the outside of my foot. So you've got to watch your socks, your sizing, and all that kind of stuff if you're looking at the Razor series, because it is quite an aggressive cutting. It's definitely not as aggressive as the Razor shoe. That's one of the reasons why the Excess came out, because it is that bridge between the Razor series and I would say the Max Road series. Just to give you your Go Ride shoe sort of sits in the middle as well as a bog standard daily trainer. That's not a bad thing, by the way, because I think the Go Ride series is a great shoe and it's a great alternative to a Pegasus. But this sits more towards the sort of faster end, and then you go towards the Razor shoe, which is really lightweight and fast and low and great ground feeling. And then you go the other way and you've got the Max Road, which is their max cushioned sort of shoe. So do you see what I mean in terms of the lineup? So this is the sort of bridge between the Razor series, I would say, and the Max Road series. Hopefully that's something that made any sense. But anyway, just want to conclude because the video's been going on for too long. I think the Razor Excess 2 is definitely an improvement over Razor Excess 1. If you liked Razor Excess 1, you're going to really dig Razor Excess 2, mainly because of the H plate, mainly because of the upper improvements in the shoe. The arch fit, I would say, is a added bonus. That's the word I was looking for. But yeah, it's a really nice evolution from the first version, and what they're doing here, the sort of best bits that they're getting from the other shoes and they're adding onto here, I hope that continues through the rest of the range as we go through the rest of the year and we get the shoes on the channel. So yeah, I think, again, XS2 offers a great alternative to your usual brands. It's an up-tempo daily trainer. It will do everything you want, probably more. Just watch your sizing. And yeah, there we go, Razor XS2. Back in the game.